Yeah, I mean, obviously, it means something every time you can come here and just like show yourself. So yeah, it's a great feeling being back here. You know, never pass up on this opportunity for sure.
What was last season like with the U? Because that was a monster run you guys went on.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, it was a little up and down for everybody, our whole team. You know, at the start, obviously came into the season pretty highly touted and kind of fell off the edge for a little bit. So we had to kind of get it back on track, and you know, really proud of our group for going on that run that we did. And you know, I think everybody in our room knew we were capable of that, and kind of just took the whole season for us to get there. So you know, fell one short, but pretty proud of that run.
What's unique about playing for Jake Pendelko and some of the good coaching?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like his resume speaks for itself. You know, like 900 games in the NHL. Can't really dispute that. So he's super professional, great coach. We obviously all have so much we can learn from him, and it's been great the first 2 years there. So you know, it's been amazing playing for him.
On the development staff, when they talk to you, what kind of things did they want you to try to improve on this past year?
Yeah, I think just a little bit of everything. Just keep getting bigger, keep getting stronger. I think just focusing on my foot speed, closing plays quicker. I think that's one of the biggest things for me. And like I said before, just keep taking steps in every aspect of my game.
How is it working with some of the newer guys that are going to college? What's it like for you to kind of be a spot leader and kind of give them some guidance as they go into something new?
Yeah, I think it's a good feeling for sure. I think especially in this rink, in this organization, you know, just being able to see these guys come in and you know, obviously hear about them and hear where they're going. So you know, they're stepping into college hockey, and I think that was a big jump for me. So just you know, being able to give them whatever questions they have or anything, being able to help out, it's a pretty cool feeling.
What was the biggest change for you going to college?
I think just playing against older guys. You know, in college it's a lot different from juniors, even the CHL. You know, there's 23, 24-year-olds. I think the average age is up there, like 21, 22. Just they're bigger, stronger, more mature players, and I think that's really just the biggest step. You know, you really got to bear down on pucks, and yeah.
This past year, you took some jumps statistically just on the ice. Where you feel like you're improving just this past season?
Yeah, obviously I stepped into a bigger role. You know, I played a lot more minutes. That helps. I played with Cole Hudson. You know, he's obviously a super gifted player. I think we meshed really well together towards the end of the year. And then I think just confidence was a huge thing for me. A slow start after my freshman year, and then even to this year, kind of at a slow start. So kind of just getting in a groove, and you know, that confidence comes with that and playing a lot. So I think that was the biggest thing for me.
You say role. What was your role?
I think it was a little bit of everything. You know, I played quite a few minutes for us, and was super happy with the role I was in. Penalty kill, 5-on-5, 6-on-5. You know, a little bit more defensive, but you know, it was what I had to do for the team. And you know, obviously my D partner is kind of the gifted offensive player, so you know, playing with him took a little getting used to. And then by the end, I think we kind of found both of our games and what we needed to do to win. So.
Why do you think you had a slow start, and how did you get out of it?
Yeah, obviously, like our team was really young. We're going to be super young again next year, so kind of just getting everyone to buy into that, buy into their new roles in college. I think maybe slow start. Me and Cole weren't really on the same page. You know, we're new D partners. You know, it just took a while for us. And you know, once we got there, I think it went really well.
You mentioned the confidence, like just you're 2 days in now, but can you sense that compared to where you were last year development camp going through this college season, that the confidence is already kind of paying off for you just through these first 2 days?
Yeah, for sure. I think definitely have made strides with my confidence. You know, I feel pretty good out there. I think 2 seasons of college and being called like an older guy in college now, going in my junior year, really helps with that. I've kind of had a lot of games under my belt now and made 2 pretty deep runs. So been on some good teams. So I think learning from a lot of guys and playing under a lot of guys helped me a lot.
When you first get here, before you even get out on the ice, what is the message maybe Kevin has and the coaching staff has for you guys before you even get on the ice and get going?
Yeah, it's a lot about obviously not for me anymore, but first impressions. You know, it's how you carry yourself on and off the ice. You know, it's a lot of guys, they're meeting these people for the first time, and, you know, treat everyone with respect. You know, it's not necessarily an evaluation camp, but, you know, they're looking for guys that are working hard out there and kind of giving it their all. So.
What do you want to take from this development camp and apply back into your upcoming season?
I think every time we were able to work with these coaches, I know obviously I've worked with a lot of them throughout the years, even on the junior Sabres, but anytime you're able to work with them, just kind of picking their brain, seeing what they're thinking on the ice, off the ice, anything, they have so much to offer, and taking that back with me to be next year is obviously it's a gift, and super happy to be here.
Any nuggets in particular that kind of jumped out to you? You're like, that'll help me.
I mean, there's a bunch of stuff on the ice. I think, you know, obviously like the skating stuff we did yesterday is huge. I think skating is probably the biggest piece of the game today, and I've worked with Mike when I was growing up. He was my coach, so there's a certain tidbits that he has that not many people have for skating, and you could see it with some of the coaches. They're like, I haven't even heard of that. So I think that's probably the biggest thing, just being able to work with Mike again.
What makes him such a unique young defenseman?
I think his confidence is unreal. Like no moment phases him. You know, he steps up. He stepped up huge for us in a couple of the games down the stretch. Really just showed up, and then obviously his skills speak for himself. How great of a skater his edges and puck handling is, and but like I said, I think his confidence is the biggest thing. You know, he's never afraid to try anything with the puck, keep it on his stick for however long he wants to, and he capitalizes on it a lot of the time.
Are you kind of the anchor on that duo? I don't know how to call it, but I mean, how would you refer your role on it?
Yeah, sometimes can be, but you know, I think of myself as kind of a two-way defenseman, so I think we complement each other really well. You know, we use each other a lot in the offensive zone, find each other a lot. You know, I try to jump into the play when I can, but you know, when he's going, and that works a lot for our team. And when that's happening, I just gotta, you know, play what's right for the team in order for us to win. So.
You've been part of the Sabres organization for a couple of years now. How did you be able to represent them this week and also when you're playing the Boston?
Yeah, like I said before, it's just honestly an honor to be here every time. Come to this camp, you know, you can't really pass up on putting on NHL gear. It's just a surreal feeling being out there with a lot of coaches I worked with when I was younger, and at this level is amazing, and being able to represent them, you know, wherever I play is a great feeling.
Do you stay down here with the guys, or do you go home?
No, I stay in the hotel, so yeah, it would be nice to stay in my bed, but.
There's so much going on the ice with, you know, training and what you're learning, but off ice, what's some of the itinerary going to be this week for the prospects here?
Yeah, I think it's changed a little bit with the new strength staff. So, you know, I've been able to get to know some of them, and you know, it's been tough with the new testing and everything. I think we're gonna hit the gym pretty hard here the next couple days. I think that's a lot of their mentality is, you know, you got to work for everything you get, and it's been great, honestly. It's been pretty taxing, but you know, it's only a couple days, so it's been awesome.